Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your timeless path of true love reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Mercury conjunct Venus in Libra, third house. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box if you would like to preview it for free. And you know what else you might want to like to preview for free? My Patreon. Link in the description box. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. A lovely subscription platform allows me to do a lot of cool creative stuff. Like I said, Mercury conjunct Venus, third house. It's a lot. Allowing me to put my creativity out in the world with people who really want it. My subscribers, all of my subscribers, there are 8 different levels of subscription. All of my subscribers get the extended readings, because there's an extended reading for this one for sure. This timeless Path of True Love read, as well as they get me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And honestly, it's my favorite way to start the day, even though that still rhymes, oddly enough. So if you're looking for a little bit of a deeper experience, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, and all the extendeds past, present, and future, come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. I don't take myself that seriously. Still, you could just call me Mal. Hi, my Libs. Let's try and have fun with these reads today. The past couple of Path of True Love reads have been a little tricky, but here's the tea, the shade, and possibly some pink lemonade. Of all my timeless readings, the Path of True Love reads, probably the most important, because it's your hero's journey, your healing journey, your spiritual awakening, your spiritual path through the lenses of your relationships. And yes, sometimes they're romantic and sometimes they're not, but the common denominator of all of your relationships is you. So this is to help you get clues, tips, and hints about that hero's journey, taking the fate of what is handed to you in your relationships and your sacred contracts in this life in all different ways, shapes, or forms, the lead, the fate, and manifesting the destiny, doing the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. So sometimes healing something with a parent heals your relationship romantically, holographically, and cross-watchers. If you apply this to yourself, you will do the alchemy as well, and help the entire Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, and cross-watcher heal as well. That's how holographic healing works. Go fig. So, there are tons of links in the description box talking about twin flame soulmates and, you know, what true love is. There's even a video I made, a preface to these readings in particular, and why we're doing the Celtic Cross and all of that. But that's an awful lot of explanation what's why those videos are there. So let's really get down to business. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace using the Celtic Cross, which is what I cut my teeth on with a tarot when I was 12 years old. I'm 54. Yeah, I know. I don't look at things. Mars conjunct. Whatever. So you're going to get 15 in this one, 15 or more in the extended on Vimeo or on Patreon. So let's see what's going on in the Path of True Love. Please take a nice deep breath. From explanation to divination, it happens in this still point. And here we go. Using the Caroline Mace Archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I saw that, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. I need 2 of these to represent the dominant archetypes in party number 1, which we're going to put in position number 1. Hey now, got some conflict going on here. Position number 1, the cover, dominant 8th chakra archetype, that they are alchemizing shadow light, lead to gold, pain to peace. Same for party number 2, crossing the path of party number 1. Either one of them could be the Libra or the crosswatcher, or who it may be in this timeless Path of True Love read. A little confusing vibe there. Well, now I kind of see why. The gossip and the witch. Now, the gossip was just in the Virgo read, right? But I'm a witch. And it was paired with the angel. Oh, dear. I am in these reads. Yet. I prefer not to be, but what you gonna do? We're all one, blah, blah, blah. So let's talk about this. The gossip archetype is a creative family archetype. There are 9 different families. It's developing the soul powers involving your creativity. The witch is actually drawn on a blank card that came with the set. There is no witch archetype in this deck, but the witch archetype is not only a thing, it's a thing that I am teaching and have taught all of the different patterns. What kind of witch? Like, I am a teacher witch, I am a healing witch, I am a healer witch, I am a potion witch, which is sort of the alchemist, right? All these different archetypes. I'm a green witch, absolutely. I am an edge witch, EDGE. It's a Terry Pratchett thing, and I think it's absolutely valid. We watch the edges, the boundaries between the worlds. So this is interesting. And that's why I know I take a while to shuffle the cards, but now at least I know they're the right cards hitting the table. Written on these cards is the shadow attribute and the light attribute, the lead, the gold, the toxic to healthy, the pain to peace. In a general read, only you can know on a certain level where you are on that percentage scale. This one does not have one written on it. All it says is the word witch with a pentacle I drew in ballpoint ink like decades ago. So we'll get there. We'll talk about that. But let's talk about the gossip archetype. The shadow thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences, which I don't do. I took blood vows of confidence to my gods. Vows involve the divine. No, because I had my own confidences betrayed. Just one time too many, so I made the oath, so I don't do that. However, the light attribute awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. Now look, you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. There are lifetime gossips, or people who have the archetype Chronos, lifelong. Then there are people who have it in seasons, like we're an Oscar season, right? Like celebrity gossip and stuff like that. Sort of a different vibe. But sometimes it comes in for a reason. So if this is you, moving that there, it's really about looking at your boundaries, I would think, in terms of throat chakra boundaries, because you can hear it. I'm a confessor. That's what this is, right? You go from being a gossip to be a confessor, where people come to you and confess things in a creative way, right? So that there's a creative solution, or maybe just being a sounding board. You know what I'm saying? Safe space. Let's talk about the witch. Look, we all know the shadow witch and the light witch, but it ain't all Elphaba and Glinda, because we know Glinda wasn't that good, and Elphaba wasn't that wicked. Thank you, Gregory Maguire. I mean, talk about the witch archetype. The shadow side of the witch is essentially using your energy, your power, your wisdom, what you've learned along the way, to harm. Very Wiccan, but not every witch is Wiccan, right? So you don't have to be a witch proper, whatever that means. Nobody claims the name witch unless they really want to be, right? To the best of their ability, one would hope. But it's using what you've learned to harm, to do damage, right? Now, there's throw a stick between the legs of a serial killer. That's a little bit of a different story. Then that's superhero. Suddenly you're Wanda, right? With your hex power. So, it's a slippery slope, and witches have been, marginalized and outcast. So, it's about, a maiden, mother, crone, father, son, sage, whatever. But I know a lot of witches follow my channel because I am a professional witch, and my career reads like fiction, but it ain't. Wait till that book comes out. So the light attribute. It's being wise. It's being wise. To me, witch, first and foremost, is a job title, right? You're at least a witch to yourself. And I'm a mystic witch, right? There's so many other archetypes. Oh, hey, check out my Patreon, depending on when you're watching this. February 1st, in bulk 2023, we are starting the witch archetype workshops on Patreon and only on Patreon. Thank you very much. At least at the time of this recording. So I'm into this. I get it that there's a double whammy with the Leo read, the Virgo read from yesterday. Buckle up. Libras. This looks like it's going to be a wild one. So we're going to take the Mythic Tarot and lay down the Celtic Cross, a 10-position spread that I, like I said, cut my teeth on a long time ago. And this is going to be for the masculine energy, the lower 3 chakra dynamic, relationships in the world, because that's what people want to know in part 1. What's going on in the physical world? Well, this can be you from the outside, looking in at yourself horizontally like a mirror. It can be you from the outside looking in at different relationships in your life, tribal, interpersonal, and personal, your relationship with yourself. So let's see what hits the table. Oh, and in the extended, we get the Daughters of the Moon. If you're familiar, you know what I'm going to say. Daughters of the Moon for the heart, third eye crown, the yin, the feminine, what's behind the scenes. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And here we go. I call upon my gods of air, the sign of Libra, powers of the East. Please, beloved ones of Cardinal Air, 10 cards, face down, Celtic Cross for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. We got someone with the gossip archetype covering what's going on there. Lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, upside down. Josie and the Pussycats, what's going on there? Thank you. Let's make sure that's only one. And with the witch crossing their path, or the gossips crossing the witch's path, which I don't recommend unless you're coming clean. What's going on there? At the cross, what's at the core of this? Subconscious influence, unless they're really kind of intuitively tuned into that, instinctively, lower 3 chakras, what's behind them, what got them here to this crossroad, what crowns this, hovering in the higher dimensions that maybe can be delayed but probably can't be prevented. What's going on there, and what is before them on the path just around the river bend, and what's going on in the lesson, the universal learning template, what the gods and the archangels are trying to teach them at this point in the contract, from the outside looking in, how the world perceives or experiences this relationship, like walking up and meeting them on the street, and what is their hopes and fears, their fate, their destiny, what they got and what they could do if they take the hero's journey the best way through. The golden timeline version, really important card. And the last card, please, the most probable outcome to the timeline of this lifetime. If they do their best on this one in this timeless Libra read. Had to cheat. Haha, you'll see. Okay, so the gossip archetype in the 8th chakra. Outside looking in, inside looking out is the Page of Pentacles. There is definitely a physical message, right? Pages are messengers. I don't assign zodiacal connotation to that necessarily. You know, it doesn't have to be somebody's sign, but it could be this gossip has received a nugget. Right? What are they going to do with it? Ooh, they got a hot one. Right? What are they going to do with it? We are talking a gossip here. Now, this is a physical experience. A message has come in, but nowadays that could be a text message, right? That could be an email, but something physical, tangible, or perhaps about finances, money, health, you know, the element of earth. Let's keep going. What's going on with the witch? Ooh, the death card. All right. When it's a major arcana card where it's a range of chakras, lower 3 chakras in this case, it's all 3. Look, this witch is going through a death phase or a transformation. Remains to be seen if it's going to those ashes or rising from them. But darling, we're a transforming witch. There's more than meets the eye going on here. I know, what a cheap joke, but this is YouTube, it's for free. What's at the core? I need to know. Pan, the devil. There you go. Now, I don't see Pan as evil. He's masculine face of nature. He's the horny cook god, and I dig him a lot. Dig him. 2 scoops. Yeah, but the devil is about the shadow side, the shadow work, the hidden stuff, the chains that bind, the wounds of abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss that are just ancient and contemporary in our relationships. And in the subconscious, I would say the death card for the witch, they're doing the shadow work. They're doing the death and the rebirth, the alchemy from shadow to light, pain to peace, right? That transformation. So who's this gossip? What's going on here, and what do they know, or at least what do they think they know about this, and what's driving it? Because this indicates perhaps a bit more unconscious, subconscious led, well, than would be conscious. Where does this come from? Oh, we got the Magician. So now we've got 3 major arcana cards in a row, lower 3 chakras. This was initiated. Now, like I said, in the extended read, we'll get the Daughters of the Moon. We'll see the mental, emotional, spiritual, willpower vibe behind that, the yin. But definitely, this was initiated by one or both of them. Now, is this romantic? Nothing screams it right now. Because this could easily be family, easily be friend, easily be co-worker, enemy even, right? If you want to go there, frenemy. But with Hermes there, the Magician, doing the Saturday Night Live John Travolta manifestation pose, heaven as above, so below, all that jazz. There is an alignment. Things were set into motion here, and it was a deliberate intention. But a seed that will go throughout the Fool's cycle, the Fool's journey of the path of true love. In this case, what's crowning? Okay. 3 of Wands, loyalty. Yeah, what are you willing to wait for? Very solar plexus thing. 3rd chakra, 3 fires, right? 3 of flames, 3 of Wands. We are looking at a real... You made your decision. You made your choice. You made your choice here. The choice has been made, but now it's like, are you going to stick with that choice? You're going to wait around for this choice. How do you want to deal with this? You might be on the wait and see side of that. And what comes of that? The Strength card. Come now. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 major arcana cards, and we are looking at courage here. We are looking at all 3 chakras, perhaps coming from the heart, but it would make sense with the Devil and Death on the table that endurance is going to be needed here in the physical world. Courage, because it takes immense courage to choose love in a situation where the word gossip and devil are on the same table with each other in a vibrational archetypal tarot relationship here. This cross is a challenge, I will say that for sure. But a witch with the death here, that's a wild card, right? Now, of the different archetypal families, the witch could be seen both as a wisdom family, because it's what the word means. It means wise one, and it's gender neutral. But it could also be the divine family. It depends on the leaning of the witch, right? But it could also be the wild card, right? A wild card family, ones that don't quite fit in. So that's why there is no card, I would think, for that proper in the Carolyn Mace archetype cards. I'm okay with that, but that feels very wild cardy here with the other cards on the table. So much major arcana, so the gods are at play here. Well, what's the lesson? Oh, snap. The Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo card, mutable earth. I'm a Virgo. See, try and stay out of the reads. Look, slow and steady wins the race. This could be somebody, you from the outside, inside, looking out at a person, place, or thing. Regardless, you're looking at 6th house Virgo dynamic. Health and occupation. Occupy yourself with your health, because your health affects how you occupy yourself, and what you occupy yourself with affects your health. As my guide said to me once, yeah, crackheads are occupied with crack. It was a while ago. It was a long time ago. It's still whack from what I understand. Don't need to find out directly. So the Knight of Pentacles here. There are beehives in the background of this card, is why I love it so much. Because it is that thing. Beehives are not created overnight. Slow and steady wins the race. One honeybee makes like maybe a tablespoon of honey in its lifetime, right? So it is that process. And it's walk, it looks like the Knight of Pentacles in all these decks that the Virgo card, the Knight of Pentacles, isn't moving. It just walks. Pisces is Cups is trot. Sagittarius Wands, Gallop, and Gemini, of course. Cantor is Sagittarius and Gemini. Gemini's Gallop, which is why I don't date them. So look, there is a practical way through this. There is a lesson to be learned, but it is about being very grounded, precise, and keep an eye that this moves forward slow and steady in a healthy way. Just saying. From the outside looking in, Four of Swords, right? So if we were walking along and bumping into you and this person, there might not be a whole hell of a lot of conversation going on. One or both of you are taking a little break, a little mental health break, perhaps at some point in this, though communication may be on a standstill on the outer with a witch and a gossip. Like, that doesn't mean that the gossip's not being spread, but that means there's probably a still point between the two of you where things are being dealt with on the inner for both of you in terms of thoughts and beliefs. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. Two of Cups. In the Destiny position, this is at minimum a strong second chakra bond, right? Empathic. That doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy on the scale of shadow to light, lead to gold, paint to peace. It's a general read, but this also puts it squarely in the romantic category. But we'll see. Last card. Outcome. Yeah, right. I saw this one. Knight of Wands, the Sagittarius card, Cantor, the one that I got wrong in the description. I've said 10 billion times in this life, it feels like, teaching tarot and the knights and the court cards and all that. So if you're waiting for a knight, whoa. Look, there is expansion. Sagittarius energy is spirituality, is sure, the player card, but they're fun. Oh, I'd rather a Sag than a Gemini any day. No offense. No offense. My father was born on Flag Day. Google it, see who else was. Yeah, you'll see why. That being said, there is forward movement here. There is, either one, can be you from the outside looking in, you from the inside looking out, or perhaps that's the gossip is brought to view. This does come up. Now, the thing is Sagittarians is ruled by Jupiter, is the air giant, well, the gas giant, they call him, that sounds rude, Zeus, right? Immutable fire. So lots of choices and lots of decisions. I don't know that if there is gossip in play here, that it has necessarily damaged anything just yet. But with that 3 wands hovering over this, it's like you're going to have to really look at your honor code, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, who you want to be in this life, your relationship to yourself in this world and in this relationship, regardless of which side you're on. Because honey, candle wax leaves no paper trail. Yeah, don't. People who gossip about me don't do well. Not by my hand. Oh, was that an evil wicked laugh? No, that was a wise knowing. Fuck around and find out kind of witch laugh. Okay, bringing it back up to the higher dimensions, we use the Whisper of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield. The voices of the higher selves of all involved. Our higher selves experience all of our incarnations simultaneously. That's got to be a fun gig. So one for each of them. And remember, this deck has the romance card in it. Please take a nice deep breath. I love my work. Still point. Okay. Alright, that felt interesting right in the middle of my heart chakra. I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What are the whispers of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight needed for this Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and Cross Watcher. Timeless Path of True Love reading. We got party number 1, Gossip in the 8th, Page of Pentacles on the outer. Yeah, face down. That's fine. Crossing the path is this person has the witch. Does not have to be a literal witch. In the 8th, Death card on the outer. I can't get it. That's the one, then that's the one I don't want to see what it is. They made me work for that one. In this timeless, true love read. There we go. It's not the romance card, but it's just as bad. So, for the gossip, express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. And they're carrying the pentacle, and they've got Page of Pentacles. I think that's clear. Now, look. I'm not going to say I don't hear gossip. I'm saying I don't share gossip. And sometimes people give you that little gift. It's like, oh, that's what happened to them? Devil! Right? This could be a... it's so funny. The Leo read, the Virgo read, and now this read for me have been with friends, not lovers, but we'll see. But yeah, even Two of Cups can be a very, very strong emotional bond with another person. It doesn't always have to be romantic. Oh, that cracks me up though. Oh, but now here's the party turner, as the Whispers of Love can do. For the Witch, union of hearts, there is a connection of love that defies explanation. So stop trying to figure it out, Libs. We're cross watchers. Defies explanation. Reason is a human creation. The divine trucks with it very little. The divine trucks in purpose, which you don't often see till later. With the amount of major arcana, none in the staff. That's actually a good thing at this point with what's going on right now, which says that the larger universal things here, there's just little tweaks going on. But of course, with that Three of Wands crowning, that's kind of the thing that's hovering over this. It's like, who do you want to be through this, and how much are you willing to put up with? Tricky shit. Because there's demons underneath this. There's lead in the situation, or at least there's fear, chains of pain. I've been really trying, because I try and teach it by example. It's not the person. They're possessed by the pattern of pain, right? The demon pain. It depends on who I'm talking with, and I'm not talking, liturgical demon that way. I'm talking Carl Jung, Forever Young, right? So we got one more card to get on the table here, and it's the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. You bet your root chakra it's the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, because Cardinal Air, Libra, creative thought, mantras can go a real long way. That's why I do them. I do them with breath work. I do them with Wim Hof. I do it with Ho'oponopono. Sometimes I do them with the Wim Ho, I like to call it. Complete share on Patreon. We're having a lot of fun there. So, the Ascended Masters of True Love. Let's see what they got to say. Just one card. Doesn't matter which one you are. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the Path of True Love, which is truth and love and, all is one thing. Please, one card in clarity for the beloved Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, drawn to, receiving this reading, to help them on the path of true love. We got a gossip. We have somebody with the gossip archetype, reason or season or lifetime, offering a Page of Pentacles. And we've got a witch on the path there, dealing with death in some way, shape, or form. With the devil at the core, the magician behind them, Three of Wands above, strength before them. Just that. Expressing love through gifts in a union of hearts. What is the perfect, accurate, correct, and maybe even more specific for a general read for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross Watchers in this timeless Path of True Love read? Rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Thank you. Thank you. Because look, there is subconscious stuff going on here. So, ways of rewriting the subconscious. How far back you want to go, right? Think and Grow Rich, Rebirthing, Sandra Ray and Leonard Orr, and affirmations and tapping and Ho'oponopono, shamanic descent, Dark Night of the Soul, therapy, schmerapy, right? Pick your version. This is a good mantra to move you in a direction that feels a lot better. Because I know all these mantras have had this set for a couple of years now. I think since it came out, 3-4 years. So this is one that's easy to remember. He wrote in a built-in mnemonic device. That's a fun word, mnemonic. Say it with mnemonic device. It's an MN word. We don't get a lot of those. Rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. It's like a speech exercise. When the subconscious is rewritten, you are able to feel good on a regular basis, regardless of the way life unfolds. In rewriting the subconscious, you reverse the gravitational pull of conditioning to become more familiar with the virtues of goodness. And that's what this is about. This is the gravitational pull. The stuff that's been inherited from ancestors biologically, physiologically, genetically, ancestrally. It's like, all of it since caveman, right? You know, it's okay. This stuff, this power that people want to take through gossip, as well as the desire to curse the crap out of somebody. I get it. I bless you the hell out of my way. So to break through that gravitational pull, you want to fly. You don't want to crawl. As goodness becomes more known, the opposite vibration of negativity can become a less frequent visitor in your reality. So if you're the witch and you're dealing with somebody who's gossip, I'm telling you, they're bringing you a gift, though. To them, it's a gift. To them, it's a gift. We'll see. But this is probably a past life thing. That's why this could be a friend or a lover or family member, whatever. But negativity would be a less frequent visitor. I mean, it doesn't mean it's never going to show up again. We grow. Good art comes through suffering, unfortunately, but, you know, that's how it's written. This mantra is ideal for relieving guilt, releasing shame, and finding joy in new beginnings. So, you know, what is this about? I mean, certainly if it's gossip about you, I don't expect you to comment here on YouTube unless you know, nobody knows the name you're using. What is this about? Because now we're going to do the blessimation. Our last card is on the table. And then I'm going to jump over and do the extended. And like I said, 10 Daughters of the Moon Tarot. What else we got over there? Where are they all? Oh, yeah, we've got the Divine Animals Oracle, one of each from the Divine Animals Oracle, Healing with the Angels Oracle, Archangel Fire Oracle, Whispers of Lord Ganesh, Blessed Be, and if I feel like it, I might go grab a couple of others, because that's what I do on the break. So let's do the blessimation. Please take a nice deep breath. Some read, man. Still point. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. May we be blessed with all that we need on the path of true love, particularly so that the gossip awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust in the gift, the message that they bring, and that the one with the witch archetype can be the best witch that they can be. Healing, perhaps a little bit more than hexing, but taking that love, wisdom, power, magic that is theirs to change and transform with that death card into a higher evolution. Final form, we'll see, because there is the devil in the details here, but subconsciously rewriting the subconscious right underneath that makes a lot of sense. Who ain't got that stuff? And at a certain point below the subconscious is the collective unconscious. So that's why as we heal our stuff known and unknown, it heals everybody else on the path of true love, particularly with the magician. I think this had a good start. Could be something new, but could be a new cycle in a family relationship or friendship, and that's why a reassessment here is the next thing, if they so choose, right? To kind of sit back and look, what are my boundaries on this? What will I do? What won't I do? Regardless of what the other person might do. And then to go boldly forth in the direction of thy dreams, right? Heracles got some 12 labors on that checklist to get done, but moving forward boldly, perhaps following the heart, but with those lower three chakras engaged in a really, really healthy way. And slow and steady wins the race. This could be very creative. This could be something that could really, really make things happen that are worthwhile long term in any way, shape, or form. And right now, yeah, I don't know if there's a break in the communication, but there's definitely an inward focus, a healing, a resting, a meditation, and that can take many different forms because there is a strong second chakra bond here, a Two of Cups attraction, and the nature of that attraction, the flavor of that attraction varies in a general read without it just coming right out and saying it. That's why we have the extendeds. And with the Sagittarius in the outside, whether these court cards are people or not, I think is irrelevant, but there are going to be a lot of choices and a lot of ignition, a lot of new desires, a lot of changing desires expansively in this contract. So, may party number one express love through gifts. Giving a small token is a brilliant way for them to express their love to this person, and which know that there is a union of hearts, which work there is a union of hearts. There is a connection of love that goes beyond this lifetime. So may we all be blessed as a result of walking the path of true love, that we may heal, grow, learn, evolve, and become the true love, the truth and love and the love of truth that we are at our core outside of this world, but come into this game to have some adventures as heroes in human bodies for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is now. Jewelry. It's an Alexandrite. Yeah. Work. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up, like it. You want the extended? There's Vimeo down there, pay-per-view. Go ahead. I love when people Vimeo. It is $9.99 USD. And I put them up as they come out. That's why they're timeless. But if you want all of them, $3 a month minimum, come Patreon. Patreon is a seeker. God's Goddesses, the top tier gets everything, and there's a spectrum in between, and I love it there. Want the deeper dive? Come Patreon. And if you want to book me for a private reading, all you'd have to say is, yeah, you know that reading with the gossip and the witch for Libra? I'd say, yeah, I think I remember it. With the devil rewriting the subconscious, yeah, reach out. There's a link in the description box, booking a reading with Mel. Lovely YouTube video. I have to redo it eventually, but it will pretty much answer all your questions, even the ones you were afraid to ask. So thank you so much for watching. I love you, Leaves. I really, really, really hope this helps and hopes this heals, but, you know, it is our choice to do so. So hang in there, heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.